Let's start. Okay, let's check this question for inequalities. For this question, it is a little bit different from others because when you look at this question, yes, we see an inequality. In the equation shown above, x is constant, and for what value of x does the inequality have infinite solutions? We are asked to find. Okay, firstly, let's try to organize it. 11x plus 5 is greater than 11x minus 7. Okay. As you can easily realize, you can eliminate x variables because, and sooner or later you are going to see that 5 is greater than minus 7. In other words, you can say that no matter what real value you use for x, sooner or later you are going to find the same solution. Okay, so that's why x variable can take each real number and nothing changes. So we can say that all real numbers, and that's why if all real numbers, in other words, have infinite solutions. So option A is true for this question. But when you calculate, when you finally, yeah, after calculation, if for instance, assume that after calculation, your answer is 5 is greater than 8, for instance. Is it possible? No. So that time you are going to say that it is not possible. So no any solution, no infinite solution. There is no real solution, you may say, because even if you ask, even if you use x variable, any real number for x variable, sooner or later you are going to find the that solution, and it is not true, it is not logic. So you are going to say that no real value. But because we could find the logical, because we could find the logical calculation here, we can say it is always true. Okay, could you understand the difference? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So let's check other question. Once again, it is same type of question. So I'll check another's. You can also check, and you can also try to solve this question as your homework. So let's look at this question. Okay, when we look at this question, the inequality is less than 0, and we are going to find the x values. Okay, be careful, be careful. The root is an odd number here. If the root is an odd number, nothing changes in terms of its value. What I mean, no problem. X cube plus 8 is less than 0. No problem. It is okay. It is possible. Uh, but if you could, but if you saw it, for instance, like that, if you saw it like that, you would say it is impossible. Okay, you would say it is impossible. But let me show you once again. The root is an odd number. That's why nothing changes. You can say it. So x cube plus 8 is less than 0. Okay, so yes, we can say that. We can say that x cube is less than minus 8. In other words, x is less than minus 8 is true for this question. Okay. Okay. Sorry. not 8, sorry, not 8, minus 2. X is less than minus 2. Okay. So, if and only if x is less than minus 2 is true. Okay, good. So, yes, it is also same type of question. So let's check the other ones. Okay, right now you have two different inequalities here, and what is the range of possible values for x? For that kind of questions, you are going to find each one firstly. What I mean, 3x minus 4 is greater than 11, so 3x is greater than 15, and we know that our first solution is x is greater than 5, okay? Let me show you the second answer. Let me show you the second solution. X minus 2 is less than 5. In other words, x is less than 7. Okay, right now we have two different intervals. Okay, as think it as an union. Think it as an union. So x is less than 7 and x is greater than 5. So as a union, option C is true for this question. Okay, so let's go. Yes, you are going to use the same method here. It is your homework once again because it is same type of a question. Solve the system of inequalities and represent the solution set interval notation. Okay, by the same method, you are going to find the solution once again. It is also your homework. You can check it. Same type of question. So let's look at this question. Let x and y be numbers such that, as you can realize, x is less than y and greater than minus y. Okay. So which of the following must be true? We are asked to find. Uh, we don't know anything about the value of x and y. Okay, so for that kind of questions, we have to check each option. What I mean, firstly, yes, here is x and y, and assume that the magnitude of the x is positive and y is positive. Assume that x is negative, y is negative. Positive, negative, negative, positive. Okay. Here is our all options. But right now you'd better check each option. Okay. Assume that x is positive and y is positive. Let's use some sample numbers. For instance, it is 4 and it is 3 and it is minus 4. Is it true? Okay. Each number is positive, no problem. It is possible. Okay. What about x is negative and y is negative? Okay. So if x is negative and y is negative, right now we can say that it is minus 1. Assume that it is minus 2. And we can't see because it is positive 1. It is not possible. So it is not possible. Okay. So forget about it. Let's check the other options. Let's check the other options. Okay, x is positive and y is negative. As you can easily realize, it is not also possible. What about each one? Just a second. That time x is negative and y is positive. Okay, let's check it. That time this assume that this is 4 and assume that this is 3. Assume that this is 4 and assume that this is 3. So just a second. No. Assume that this is, for instance, minus 3. And here is minus 4. Okay, for y. Is it possible? Yes. Is it possible? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So Okay, right now we are going to check that two options for that statements. Okay, it says that, but be careful. Question says it must be true. So it means that it is going to be always positive. Okay, let's check it. For our first option, x is positive, but for our second option, x can also be negative. So it is not true for all that options. For our first option, okay, no problem. But for other option, x is greater than 0, not possible. It is not possible. So uh, don't think about it. Let's check x is greater than y. It is not also possible. Even if x and y is positive, it is not possible. That's why forget about it. And also it says that in absolute value, x is greater than y. Okay, it is also impossible, as you can realize, because we have already checked each options, and in each option, as you can realize, y is always greater than x. So y is always greater than x. So yes. Let's check each option right now. And when we look at this question, we have to choose one, but I think in my mind the answers are missing. Maybe we need an last option, as none of them is true, but I can't see here. But maybe I made a mistake. I'm not sure. If you want, we can check it once again together. What do you think of it? Can you see any problem while I'm solving it? What do you think about my statements?
I didn't understand this question.
Uh, don't you understand this question?
No.
Okay. Once again, be careful. For that question, I thought that uh, this is the relation between them. Okay. Uh, this is the relation for that x and y variables. Uh, X is less than y and greater than -1. Okay. When we look at this question, there is no any information about x and y. Is it real numbers, negative number, positive number, integer? Nothing happens. So for that kind of questions, I know that we have to check each options. Assume that x and y real numbers. Okay, assume that x and y real numbers, and I'm going to check each option. Okay, x and y. For instance, x is positive and y is positive. X is negative, y is negative. And also x is positive, y is negative, and x is negative, y is positive. As you can easily realize, these are the real options for their own values. For instance, assume that x is 10 and y is 11. For instance, according to this relation, I see that. Let's use some sample numbers rather than x and y. For instance, assume that y is 4, and for the first option, as you can realize, x is positive and y is positive. So rather than y, I assume that it is 4 and assume that x is 3. Okay. Then you can easily realize minus y is -4. So it's if we say if we use that values for x and y, okay, it obeys the rule for that relation. Okay. Can everybody understand it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Then it means that yes, positive numbers and okay. So uh, x is positive, y is positive. The relationship between them is true, no problem. But it is possible. In other words, it is really possible. We can show this relation. But if you say x is negative and y is negative, that time according to that relation, you must say that, for instance, x is minus 3, sorry, y is minus 3 and x is minus 4. Okay. And also minus y is right now 3. As you can easily realize, there is a problem for this relation. It is not possible that time. So we can say that in terms of their signs, x is negative and y is negative. It is not possible. Okay, so get rid of that option. Let's check other option. Let's check other option. X is positive and y is negative. It is not possible because it is not possible and a positive number is less than a negative number. You can easily realize it is not possible, but y seems possible because let's use once again the sample numbers. For instance, this is 3 and this is 2 or not, and also yes, no problem, it is a negative number. For instance, it is minus 1. Okay, it is minus 1, and as you can easily realize we can say that it is minus 3. Yes, no problem, no problem. uh, But yes, by using these details, right now let's check the statements. First statement say that x is greater than 0. Yes, it is possible, but question says it is a must. It is an possibility. It is a possibility. It is not a must. Because we see that x can be greater than 0, but at the same time, x can also be less than 0. That's why it is not a must. So we can say that x is greater than 0. Okay, but it is not a must. I emphasize once again. When we look at the second statement, x is greater than 0. As you can easily realize, it seems not possible. It seems not possible for each options. And last option says that in absolute value, x is always greater than y. Uh, no, when you check this, it is not possible at the same time. That's why there is no any true statement for this question. But as I told you, it is my point of view. It is my point of view. And also, if I'm waiting for your comment, if you have any other idea. Do you have any other idea you can offer me?
No, sir.
Okay, so yes, actually it is a good question, but when I look at this question, yes, all statements are not true. Yes, it may be, but when we look at this question, it says must, so it is not a must. There are probabilities. That's why I'm not sure 100%, but that probably there is some mistake. There is one mistake for this question. Okay, so I'm going to check this question once again. So let's check. Let's check these questions. Okay, there is no any problem. No problem. Okay. Okay. For other lesson, I'm going to check also these questions, and then you can regenerate. You can regenerate your own questions. Okay. Please firstly, in your own pages, please firstly try to solve each questions once again, and after completing these questions, you can regenerate new questions, and these are all your homeworks. Okay. Okay, thank you again. 10 minutes, let's have a brief, then we can go on.
Sir?
Yes, time is coming, so we'd better have a break, 10 minutes, then we can go on, if it is okay for you.
Yeah, if you want, we can move the class for tomorrow if it's too late.
Okay, if everybody says okay, we can go on, we can move it tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir, it's fine.
Okay, because as far as I see, time is late in Italy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I agree with you. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I can't start before 10 o'clock. But because of my ongoing lessons, but probably next week I may start before 10 o'clock. Is it okay for everybody, or which one is better for you?
Yeah, any time. Yeah. After 10 or before, yeah.
Okay. After 10 is fine. Okay. Good to see you. Okay, so see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for your kind attention once again. See you tomorrow.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.